And we're live.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so guys, Men of Silver here, followed by my. And I'm getting a notification on my phone that we're live.
Isn't that lovely? You subscribe
I
to
know.
yourself? Is that why?
Yes,
Aren't we all?
I'm one of 49 subscribers
To yourself.
to myself. 49.
Subscribe to
Okay,
yourself.
so guys, I am joined by.
That moment, 49 of those accounts, 48 of them are you. And the
I'm
other
joined,
one person's your mom.
I'm joined by fellow guest Super Tanuma guys, and
This is like
today
my 5th stream here. What is this? I don't know. I'm not counting, but
today's gonna be a very short stream. We're not gonna actually do it very long. Today we're just gonna talk about FA Cup, maybe Champions League. But yeah, today's gonna be a short stream. Maybe if we do a stream later, maybe during the week, maybe weekend, then we'll include a lot more stuff, a lot more sports, a lot more competition. It's gonna be a much better stream. Maybe you might be able to see me drink a cup of chai. I don't know. Up to you guys. So before we head into the stream, Super Tournament, you have anything to say?
FA Cup is overrated.
No, it's the best competition in football history.
It's because it's the only competition Arsenal can ever win, going up against teams like Sutton and Southampton.
It's the one competition where teams like Lincoln City can actually end up in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, because the tournament sucks.
That's what makes it great. It's just a knockout tournament with like 400 teams.
It's what it is it's a way for the 5 the 5 British giants to flaunt their power in England.
Is that the only way they can flaunt their power?
I mean, they flaunt them by making ridiculous signings like Pogba or I don't know, Mustafi.
Mustafi wasn't really that expensive though, and to be honest,
Mustafi wasn't expensive, but it's an absolute joke.
but he's been a big help.
Oh no, definitely. I think Mustafi was a good fit for Arsenal, but the fact is, going into the season, Arsenal needed a consistent striker to play with Özil. And of course, Arsene Weger's only big signing is to get Mustafi, a defender.
And coming into this, I mean, we signed Jacques too. He's been big.
I mean, I don't know what's going on in Arsenal. This is Weger's last year, right?
No, he signed a 2-year contract.
I thought Diego Simeone was someone like that was going to take over after a year.
Contract. Yeah, we all thought someone else was going to come in, and then all of a sudden he comes out. He's like, "I signed a 2-year contract." We're like, "Shut up."
I mean, in this time when he first took, I guess, power, like in the old days, Arsene Wenger was actually I liked him. He was a good manager, but as time went on, it became kind of clear that him and Arsenal, I don't think were capable of just being a giant.
Okay, so let's start off with the big. So let's start off with the first big game. I mean, it's not really a big game. It's 2 crap teams, but to be honest, the result was big. Burnley versus Lincoln City. So Burnley were favorites to win. Lincoln City is non-league.
This is the problem with the FA Cup. Burnley and Lincoln City are considered a big match.
Okay, shut up. Anyway, so Lincoln City is like they don't play in any league in Europe. That's how bad they are. They won 1-0 with a penalty. I mean, this is what they usually call FA Cup upset, which are usually quite rare. One league team beating a.
I mean, of course it's rare. If Manchester City is going to be facing a 3rd division team, who's going to win?
The 3rd division team.
Knowing Manchester United's luck, that's probably what happens.
Okay, so yeah, Lincoln City won with a penalty. Your regards on a Premier League team losing. Oh, and this penalty was in the 89th minute.
It's Burnley. Do we really care?
Yes, because it's guess who Lincoln City now have to play in the quarterfinals?
Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, they're probably going to beat us with a penalty. I'm joking.
Yeah. You say you're joking, but next match, all we're gonna see is like a newspaper, Arsene Wenger throwing a clipboard, and the scoreline's gonna be 1-0.
Okay, so if we compare shots, Burnley were dominant, but they had 17 shots. Not one ended up in the goal. 6 corners.
I mean, it's just Burnley and it's just Burnley. What was it? Lincoln City. There we go.
Exactly. There's such a small.
It's an upset, but like Burnley is not. That's not good.
Okay, here we go. Another one. This one was also really close. Middlesbrough versus Oxford. Oxford being, I think, a League 3 or League 4, maybe even side, and Middlesbrough being a Premier League side. Ending result: Oxford 2, Middlesbrough 3.
Hey.
Meaning
I'm getting
Oxford
some
could have
news. Apparently,
actually.
apparently we're having a special guest join soon.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, what that means basically is that
Yeah,
Oxford
he
almost.
wants an introduction, so I better give him one. This guy, he's very famous. He is known across the earth as the greatest football fan in history. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty intimidating.
He's
Do
also
you
rich,
consider
corrupt.
yourself?
He's rich,
No, do you
corrupt,
consider
and
yourself a pretty big football fan?
no, I'm not.
Minnesota.
No, I've not considered myself a big football fan.
Really, really?
I mean, a big football fan, yeah, but like our guest who's about to join us, no, nowhere near that level. Even though I'm the one who told them about football. You know?
Yeah. All right. Well, see this guy. I don't know. He's having some technical difficulties, but
We'll get
anyway,
him.
he's from Germany, I guess. I'm not really sure, but
He's a rich,
he seems
corrupt
to have
politician living in Germany.
what? No. But you know, he's a big Germany fan. I have to say I'm a pretty big Germany fan. You know, not and now he's making me look kind of like an ass because he said to introduce me while he gets on and he hasn't gotten on, so I'm really just rambling at this point. But as I understand, he's a very big Bayern Munich fan, big fan of Manuel Neuer. How do you feel about that after the
So
events that transpired
we'll get
as an
to.
Arsenal
Can
fan?
we first talk about Middlesbrough and Oxford?
Really, we have the potential to talk about Bayern and Arsenal. We're going to talk about Middlesbrough.
Oxford scored twice within 1 minute.
So,
Only to
I
score by
mean,
an
anyone can score.
86-minute goal by Stuani from Middlesbrough. Meaning
These are lower level teams.
Oxford could have won.
These crazy things happen because they don't have the skill to have a good defense. So like when they have that one player that actually has some skill moves, they get all the time and space in the world to make stuff happen.
Okay, well there you guys have it. Middlesbrough won 3-2, which is quite a close result. And considering we're in the last 16, I mean, FA Cup results are gonna be close.
How old is
Okay,
the FA Cup? I actually don't know.
FA Cup is basically it's they take all the teams in England and put them into one knockout competition.
No, how old is it?
Oh, it's the oldest competition on earth. It's been around since the 1800s.
Hundreds. Who was the first winner? Now I'm quizzing you. See?
That's, okay. Let's see. Let me think. This will take a minute. Okay, Google. Who won the first FA Cup?
The 1872 FA Cup final was won by Wanderers FC.
There you go. Wanderers FC.
I didn't even know that they were a thing.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Okay. So, this next result is it's also a big result. Millwall, a championship side team, beat champions Leicester City 1-0. What do you have to say about this?
I have a quick question. I can't add people, so can I send you a link to add people?
I already have the link to add.
Yeah, well, my special guest turns out he doesn't. I don't know. He can't see us or something. So yeah, we're troubleshooting here. My guest assures you that he's going to roast you
Okay.
like a nice tender steak, kind of like how Arsenal roasted their opponents today.
No, it was actually pretty close and competitive.
Honestly, no, I feel bad for these lower level teams. Like I feel like like what was the FA Cup final like last year? It was like Crystal Palace and like Manchester United. It's like an old guy. Like he even though he's old, he's an old respected guy. He still has the muscles from his like U.S. military days. And then you just have like a handicapped like autistic kid. Like who do you think is gonna win?
Okay. So, Millwall and Leicester. So, it's not even just what's going on with Leicester City. I mean, they've been losing match after match, the same matches that they would have won last season. Between last season and this season, what's the big change that's happened in Leicester? What do you think?
Sure, they got lucky. They had a really good season from Jamie Vardy. Now they're not getting as great of a season from Jamie Vardy.
Maybe they're just overconfident this season,
I don't want to say it's overconfidence, but
like the way the Falcons lost the Super Bowl.
Oh, we could get into that if we wanted to, but
No, next stream, not this stream. Next stream.
I mean, Leicester City was driven by Jamie Vardy and Mahrez, and if those two guys aren't producing, Leicester City's gonna
Leicester
lose.
City are 17th in the table, away from
I mean,
relegation.
what was the last team to in the Premier League to win the championship and then get relegated the next season?
Never happened.
It's never happened.
Never.
Well, Leicester City's about to be the first one.
It's genuinely never happened.
You can add people, right? Because apparently I can't, and technical difficulties that I don't understand.
I mean, you got to kind of how or say you have to send a link to invite people, and they have to actually click on the link.
Really?
And or what you can do is
Alright.
that like, or what you can do is that you can specifically invite people's email addresses. So, email address.
Yeah, can you put in an email address?
I already did.
All right. Well,
Bayern Munich fan 314@gmail.com.
I wonder what the 314 is. Oh yeah. Wait, no, that's pi. Never mind.
Okay, so Huddersfield versus Man City. Now, Super Tanuma, I want you to
Man
guess.
City doesn't deserve to be in the Premier League.
Yes, I agree with you, but can you guess what was
What
what was-
Guardiola can go suck a dick for all I care.
Please, there are other people in my house.
Oh, whoops.
So can you guess the result? What was the result between Huddersfield and Man City? What do you think?
I don't care about Manchester City, so I didn't check.
Yes, you will be happy when you hear the result. Just guess the result.
What is
You will-
so? You gonna tell me the result or?
Okay, fine. I'll tell you. Huddersfield 0, Man City 0. Man City tied with like a League Two side.
That's what they're worth.
Okay then. What can I say about that? I guess Gabriel Jesus Aguero was benched once again in that match. I believe their new signing, Gabriel Jesus from Brazil, I believe, started, and he ended up actually getting injured. So Aguero got some game time, but not enough. There's a lot of things about Aguero. People saying since Gabriel Jesus is the new striker for City.
I mean, he plays for Manchester City, so he automatically sucks.
Like a lot of people say that Aguero will leave for Chelsea. What do you think of that?
I hate both those teams, but better Chelsea than Manchester City.
Okay, then. So
also because then that would give Chelsea one more piece to beat Arsenal.
Okay, so if Chelsea signs Aguero, okay, in your mind, who's the better striker, Aguero or Costa?
Is that even a question?
Okay, fine, Costa. So do you think if Man City
actually, I'd say Aguero just because Aguero doesn't have like anger management problems.
So do you think that if Chelsea signed Aguero, would Diego Costa leave for China?
Yes, most definitely, absolutely.
Atletico Madrid, just straight up back to China.
Atletico? Of course you go to Atletico.
That's if Atletico put out a deal. And to be honest, they have Griezmann anyway, so.
Well, basically, ever since he's left, he's been rumored to go back to Atletico, right?
True, but I mean, nothing's really came out of it.
I mean,
okay. So here's another big one: Wolverhampton Wolves, a championship side, versus Chelsea. In the previous round, Wolves actually beat Liverpool 2-0. This round coming in, there was pressure on Chelsea. End result: Chelsea wins 2-0. Are you surprised?
Chelsea winning should never be a surprise.
Okay, but here's the thing.
My
the
special
first
guest,
half actually...
my special guest would like you to send him his link because apparently it's not good enough if I send it to him.
Okay, I'll resend the same link I've sent him twice. If that works.
I don't know. I might have to go soon, which is an issue now.
Okay, well,
we can wrap this up really quickly, right?
Yeah, so the first half ended 0-0 with Wolves being strong, but then in the second half, there was a collapse. Chelsea scored twice. Costa. When a team is playing good the first half, what do you think happens at halftime to screw up in the second half?
The nerves, tiring. I'm not sure.
That's true. When you're going up against such a big side, you're gonna get tired easily. That's true. I see that. But to be honest, I mean, it's a good result. It could have been a lot worse for Wolves. Okay, here we go. Big result. A London derby. Fulham versus Tottenham. Tottenham bags it 3-0. And our special guest is saying it will not work. Screw him, I guess.
I mean, as an Arsenal fan, you have to screw over a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what do you think? Tottenham pretty much won easily. Let's see. Let's see the goal scores. Harry Kane got a hat trick. Would you rate Harry Kane as the best striker in England?
Can you rate anything in England as the best? They suck at soccer.
Why do I even invite you on these streams?
Because this is the thing. When you play FIFA, see, when you play FIFA, you look at the ratings. That's all that people care about. You go to Germany, you see greats like Philipp Lahm. You see him. You see greats like Neuer. You know, if you go to the Legends team, you see guys like Pele. Who's an actually good legend from England? Honestly, that's like above 90.
Above 90. Never mind.
Yeah, you know, you got Brazilians like Pele. You know, you have Argentinian legends like Diego. You have like guys like Diego Maradona. And then from England, you have Wayne freaking Rooney. Wayne freaking Rooney.
You have Bobby Moore, who's 86.
I mean,
86 right?
America has Landon Donovan.
And Alexi Lalas. Do you know what's his name? Donovan was the first legend card on FIFA who technically was not a retired player.
FIFA is stupid. No, yeah. But then when you go to England, you know, you have guys like Harry Kane.
Okay, so Tottenham had 23 shots in that game. So could you call it a very offensive game, even though Tottenham is usually a defensive team?
If you get 3 goals in today's soccer, yes, it's a big game.
Okay. Okay. Here's a big one. I guess at a say you could say rivals. Blackburn Rovers versus Manchester United. Manchester United wins 2-1.
2-1. I don't know. I don't see the point in the FA Cup, but good win, I guess.
2-1. Okay, good win. Let's check the goal scores real quick. See if there's anything interesting. Rashford and Zlatan.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the greatest man to ever live on this earth. He is better than any of you will ever be. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a god. His beautiful beard, you know, he's just a magnificent human being, and he screwed over Arsenal. So, truly a wonderful man. You know, I think he deserves the award for life. I mean, you know, he's just as an overall human being, you can't get any better than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You literally cannot. And because of that, I honestly think that he deserves to win the Golden Boot this year. Without even playing, just from the very beginning, he was the Golden Boot winner.
Okay, Zlatan has scored continuously in the last couple of games, even scoring a hat trick against Son and Tion.
You know why? Because Thierry Henry likes Zlatan more than Zlatan likes Zlatan.
Okay. Would you say that who would you rate as a better overall striker, Zlatan or Wayne Rooney?
What do you think the answer is going to be? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the god. I mean, it might have been a contest like back in 2010 when Wayne Rooney was like actually hitting full stride, but Wayne Rooney can't even score like 20 goals in a season now.
Okay, and our final one before I guess we have to end the stream without our big guest. In football history, Sutton United versus Arsenal Football Club. This match had huge expectations put into it. The entire stadium of 5,000 people was packed. Man, you think Manchester United stadium of 75,000 people is big? Garter Green Lane has 5,000 people. What do you think of that?
I think it's truly one of the greatest places. They must give out free pie or something to all the guests. I don't know.
They probably did. Their backup goalkeeper was eating pie. during the match, and to make it worse, after that he was washing it down with a carbonated drink.
Coke is like one of the worst things you could actually drink for your health. If you think about it, you get really fat, it destroys your teeth. I mean,
bro, and he owns a pub. That's his profession. He owns a pub. He says after every victory that he opens up the pub and all the players drink for free.
I mean, there's a reason why they're that low. When you're the backup goalkeeper of a team that low, you know, it starts to make sense.
Okay, true. Okay, Arsenal were very dominant, 70-something% possession.
What was that
scored.
game?
Okay,
When, I think it was Wales. They had like 70% possession, and they still lost in the Euros. I think it was against England.
yeah,
I feel like no, not England. Never mind.
no, against Portugal.
Portugal. There we go. Yeah, I hated that game. That's the kind of thing it was.
Okay. Lucas Perez, he's been interesting because you've been saying Arsene Wenger needs a world-class striker, and Wenger's excuse for a world-class striker was Perez. Now let me continue. Wenger never started Perez, but in his first FA Cup game, he started. Perez got a hat trick. He started him in Champions League. Perez got yet another hat trick.
Yeah. Here's a big thing in the FA Cup. FA Cup.
Perez scored against. So, do you think even though Perez barely gets to start, he's still scoring? Do you think Perez will stay at Arsenal, or he's gonna leave in the summer?
Excuse me.
Maybe he's gonna go back. Do you think? Okay, Perez barely gets game time, but he's still scoring a lot for Arsenal. Does that mean? Do you think in your mind Perez is gonna leave back to La Liga, or is he gonna stick with Arsenal despite game time?
Probably stay with Arsenal, because where would he go in the Liga? Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Atletico, I don't think want him. So, I mean...
Deportivo La Coruña, he can go back to them.
Yeah, but it's not a big team.
He scored 17 with them.
He's already made it to Arsenal, though. I mean, I don't think a bigger club's going to want to take him on unless he has an absolutely outstanding season.
Okay, now you realize 2 of the starting 11 of Sutton United used to play for Arsenal. Did you know that?
I'm not surprised, but I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend it if I were him.
About half of the team are Arsenal supporters. And here's the thing. Do you know the distance between Garter Green Lane and the Emirates?
Excuse me?
15 miles. That's it. The distance between Garter Green Lane, Sutton United's home ground, Garter Green Lane, and the Emirates is 15 miles. Meaning, if of anything, Garter Green Lane is probably just a training ground for Arsenal.
Actually, what it means is that all 15 of those people that were there were Arsenal fans.
True that.
My special guest is asking me to check out the chat. I don't know what that means. I can't even see the chat right now, so...
What chat? I'll check the YouTube chat.
Yep. Does anyone even chat in, like, the live stream?
Sometimes. There's one person watching, and I think that's our special guest.
Bayern fan?
Oh, is your picture of the hockey player?
That's my picture, yeah.
Okay, so I can't see it, but the viewers can.
Okay, that works.
No, there's nothing in the chat. Tell our special guest that there's nothing in the chat. He's watching right now. There's nothing in the chat.
No, the special guest is the one watching. It doesn't matter. No, see, the thing is, our special guest is a man of many words, but he's also a man of no words. See, you're thrown off just by his name, Bayern fan. See, deep down inside, the reason you're not talking about the Champions League is because, well, we don't need to say anything, but he doesn't even need to speak.
Wait, hold on a minute.
He just asks for the invite, then he never joins, and then he keeps on talking about how he needs to get in, and you keep on thinking about it.
Champions League is still yet to finish. There's still 2 more matches to go this week. Man City versus Monaco and Leicester City versus Sevilla. In fact, let's go ahead and do some predictions for this game. Man City or Monaco? Who do you think is going to win?
Monaco.
Score?
666 to -3.
Okay, do you think Falcao will get on the score sheet?
Falcao?
Yeah, he plays for Monaco.
I know that. I'm trying to think. Falcao will have 660 goals.
Out of 66?
Yes.
Okay. And Leicester City versus Sevilla. I think Sevilla's gonna bag it. I'm saying
I think Leicester City's got this. You know,
Leicester
it'll be a
gets strong.
blowout, just like Bayern and then Arsenal.
I think Sevilla's gonna win 3-0.
You know. See, I thought Arsenal might have a chance, but then Bayern wrecked you guys. I'm probably offending you so much, but
Yeah, there's nothing in the chat. Our special
it
guest.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Pretty much
You know
ending
who
the
else got
stream now.
wrecked? You know who else got wrecked? Barcelona. PSG made quick work of them.
Yeah, that's true. You want to say anything about that?
I mean, Zlatan Ibrahimovic made a mistake leaving PSG.
What I'd say, are you a Man United fan? What do you mean?
I can be a fan of two teams.
Glory Hunter.
How am I glory? Actually, all right, fine. My loyalty is
Sutton United.
no, it's
Lincoln City. Oxford.
no. My favorite team is
Millwall fan.
no. Deep down inside, I'm a Manchester United fan, but deep down inside, I'm also a Bayern Munich fan. But deep down inside, I'm also a Borussia Dortmund fan. But I'm also deep down inside a PSG fan and a Barcelona fan.
I guess you're a Schalke fan too now.
No, not Schalke.
Okay, so I'd say my views on this PSG Barcelona match was that after he left Real Madrid, everyone thought Di Maria was kind of not that too good. In fact, he hasn't gotten on the goal score.
Actually, I take that back.
But he proved it
inside.
Against Barcelona.
My
He
favorite
proved it.
team,
Angel Di Maria.
my favorite team is the MLS. It's Atlanta United.
Yep, there you go. Atlanta United, done deal. First game is on March 5th, I believe, against what is it? New York Red Bulls.
Yeah, New York Red Bulls. You know, just like America, fat and full of caffeine.
Yeah, all right. So I gotta end the stream now. Sorry to our special guest, he couldn't come, but I gotta go now. Any last words?
Famous last words. Go Manchester United. Go. I don't know.
I'm ending
Bayern Munich.
Two.
Arsenal.